Canada takes to the sky, clouds rolling by like cotton candy high. He lights up, his pipe stretching time, floating free, gotta ease his mind. Wings spread wide through the blue, flying high, nothing else to do. In the cockpit, it's just him and the breeze, Captain Canada feeling at ease. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Turbulence can't shake his vibe, every puff makes him feel alive. He's the captain you can't confide, loving life and stretching time. Sunset glow as he climbs higher, heart beats to his own choir. With a grin, he takes another puff, for Captain C, no sky's too tough. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft 2024 live stream. I hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Thursday evening, my friends. Welcome back into the sim. We're loading up our beautiful Air Canada Jazz CRJ 900 en route to Minneapolis. Aiden, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Chris Clark, good to see you, my friend. Cami Lewis, welcome. Hazard, good to see you. Kaiju, welcome back. P. Thibs, good to see you. Aviator Kyber, welcome back. Ian Crawford, good to see you. Chopper, welcome back. I-Man, good to see you. Leonard Grant, welcome back. Volteris, welcome. SNA Aviation, welcome. Joe B's in the house, good to see you, my friend. Steven, welcome back. Ganesha, good to see you. Mr. Diamond Mike, welcome back, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Troa, good to see you, man. Richie, welcome back as well. We got Captain Teal over on the vertical stream. Hotel Pilot as well. Welcome aboard, friends. Thanks for coming to hang out. Appreciate you guys. Ganesha, thank you very much for your membership back up into Premium Economy. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very, very much for support. Appreciate you. Extremely kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my friends. So here we go, friends. Let's not waste any time because we're losing valuable sunlight. We want to get a nice little sunset mid-flight. It's about an hour 45 minutes into Minneapolis this evening. You can see we're getting all the passengers on board. We're just waiting for the cargo. Cargo should be here in a second. But all the passengers are jumping on board now. My CRJ is all messed up. Do you have the 2.1 or something? No. Just I'm not quite sure exactly what version this is, but I don't think 2.1's been released yet. I'm on whatever the most updated version is directly from Aerosoft through the Aerosoft launcher, Aerosoft 1. There better be some smooth jazz on this flight. Shh, you already know I got that playlist ready to go, my man. You already know. Cami, hello on the vertical stream as well, and now on the regular stream. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. All right, friends, well, let's do it. We're getting the passengers. It looks like all the passengers are on board. I think there's 86 of them, 87 passengers today, almost a full aircraft. And again, we're just waiting for the cargo. We do have our pre-departure clearance from Toronto Departures. So let's do it, friends. Let's jump inside the aircraft. What a beautiful view this is. A great way to start off the stream. Again, sitting cold and dark so you guys can kind of watch the startup process here of the CRJ. So first thing is first, let's go to the overhead. We'll get our battery master switch online. Good. We'll get our DC service on. We'll enable our ground power. Very good. Fuel pumps can stay off for now. We'll get the recirc fans on. We'll get the air-conned to the on position. We'll get our window heats over to low. We'll get some overhead brightness up on this bad boy. Very good. Get our nav lights on. We'll get our logo lights on. Hydraulics can just go all auto and on. Nice and easy. Perfect. No smoking to auto. We'll arm our emergency exits, and everything on the overhead looks good, my friends. Let's drop down here. We'll lift that guy up. We're going to move both of our IRS switches into the nav position. Very good. We'll turn our radio stack on. And just before I forget, because I already have this here, 7774 is what we're looking for on our squawk code today. 7774. 7774. Good. We'll get all this bugged in now so we don't forget. Very good. All right, let's jump over to the electronic flight bag. We're going to go to our flight plan tab. We're going to import our OFP. Beautiful. So on the Ursel 4 departure cased transition, direct idiom for the Muscle 3 arrival into Minneapolis this evening. We're going to send that to the FMS. We're going to set payload and fuel on the simulator. Saw the aircraft kind of sink down a little bit. Beautiful. Everything looks good there, friends. Speaking of McDo's, let's jump to this bad boy now. We'll go to our index pause init page. We're sitting on the ground in Toronto, CYYZ. Beautiful. We'll grab our FMS position. We'll set that there. Good. We'll execute that. Beautiful. Go to our flight plan page. We'll just confirm everything looks good here. Toronto into MSP. There's our routing. Good 710 nautical miles on the routing today. Very nice. You can see our call sign up here as well. Jazz 719. Beautiful. Everything looks good there. So, through my PDC, you can see here that we have been cleared Ursel 4 case departure runway 5. So that's what we have to expect there. So we can go directly to our departure page. We said it's going to be the Ursel. Can't ever remember actually getting the Ursel out of Toronto. I feel like that's a weird departure. The Ursel, we got to go to the U's. Ursel 4 out of runway 5 with the cased transition. We'll execute that. We'll execute that. Very good. I think that executed. All right, very good. As for our arrivals into MSP this evening, currently the winds are showing 150 at 9, which means we'll probably be landing on the 12s. If I was a betting man, I think we're going to take 12 left for the arrival, and we're going to be on the Muscle 3. So let's go over here. We'll go to flights. We'll select this one. ILS 12 left, correct. And then we want to come in from... Ooh, we can do that cool, like, circling one. Where does that from? SEMO. Where is that? ILS 12 left. Oh, no, that's an RNAV. Okay, no, we'll just plan for the ILS. We can take it that way. We can take it from that way, or we can just go final approach, which we'll just use final approach. All right, good. We'll add that to our route. Beautiful. All right, so... descending was the Muscle 3 for the ILS 12 left, the idiom transition, and we're just going to go vectors, so we'll just execute that. Beautiful. Let's go to our legs page. Let's scroll through this bad boy. We'll make sure we don't have any crazy discontinuities or double waypoints, which I don't see. Everything looks good there. Perfect. Let's go to our perf page. What we'll do now is we'll jump back over to the electronic flight bag, go to performance. We're going to copy perf init data. We'll set our V speeds as well. Good. Back down here, we're going to be flexing to 45 degrees today. Perf init, 0 fuel weight, 30.2. Just going to confirm on the good old sim brief that is exactly what we want. Sim brief says 30.2. Yep. All right. Perfect. We're looking good. Cruise altitude today, we're going up to flight level 340. We'll bug that in. Good. Fuel 5103. That's all correct. Everything looks good here, chat. Beautiful. We'll execute that. Beautiful. Let's go to our NIT B page. Isodeviation today, +5. Execute that. Don't really care about the winds. That's fine. And taxi today, we're going to need about 500 kg of fuel on the taxi. We're taxiing all the way out to runway 5. So this isn't for the faint of heart. This is definitely like right up there with a Skipple taxi, if you will. Stab trims, mock trims, and yaw dampers all go on. I'll get a little bit of brightness on this guy. Good. We'll jump over here. We'll get a little bit of brightness on that guy. Good. We'll throw in the current Barrow, 3017. Beautiful. If we look at the... that's not the one I wanted to. If we look at the Ursel out of runway 5, it's going to be a heading departure, vectors to Kedzie, so 047 on departure, initial climb 5,000. So let's bug up 5,000. That looks good to me right there. Beautiful. Great, cool. Let's go upstairs. Let's go ahead and get the APU door opened. Come down here. We'll wait for the message that it is opened. There it goes. And how are we doing on the boarding process? All right, they're almost done. Beautiful. Let's spool up that APU then. Let's get this bad boy ready to go. APU start will confirm a good start. EGT's on the rise, as well as the RPM. You can audibly hear it as well because we have the doors open. Very, very good, my friends. Burner, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Cap, you replied to my comment saying you need at least 2 days for the farm, so I thought about Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. I want a Friday stream. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead with the schedule that everybody has agreed on, which is Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's going to be the new schedule. We're going to start that not this week, next week. So next week I'm gone for the weekend, so I'm going to be gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then off Monday, Tuesday, and then we're going to start Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That is going to be the plan moving forward in about 2 weeks' time. Don't worry, I'll make an official announcement on the Discord. I'll also make an official announcement here on the YouTube channel as well. Boeing Aviation, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Life Begins at 40. Good to see you. Gigliotis, welcome back. Air Marshal, good to see you, my man. Welcome back. Looks less congested on the ramp than it does in a cage match of Highway 401 over yonder. Yeah, no kidding. Who let you take a vacation? I know, right? I know. I apologize. I apologize. All right, APU is on and available. Very good. We'll cut the DC service. We'll get the boost pumps on. We'll get the air conditioning on. You'll audibly start to hear it as well. Seatbelt signs can now go on, and we'll get our red beacon light on. We'll also get our transponder transponding. There we go. One is on. And who do we got online? Do we have more people online yet? Just Toronto Approach and Center. All right, so it's going to be 32.8 is who we need to be in contact with. 32.8 is in. Good. Jumping outside, a quick little look. Everything looks good there. We'll go to aircraft. We're going to close, and close you. Beautiful. We'll wait for all those doors to be closed. Great. We'll disconnect the power cart. We don't need that anymore. And there it goes there. Good. And then we'll jump back down here and we will disconnect the chocks. Very good. We'll go to GSX. We'll prepare for pushback and departure. Very nice. When will you bring back Say Intentions? Not sure, man. I have school tomorrow with one quiz and a project, and I might not go because I'm not feeling well. Maybe a bad cold or possibly the flu. Uh-oh. Captain Canada LLC Human Resources, and I was never told about this vacation talk. Every year I go up to the fiance's cottage. Every year we go. It's just this year it's a little bit delayed. That's it. That is it. Usually I go like in July, around my birthday, mid-July. But it didn't work out. Timing was just not good this year. So we're going up next weekend. Next weekend. And the weather's looking real nice. 25 degrees during the day. 14, 15 degrees at night. Perfect. Campfire. Roast some marshmallows. Make some s'mores. Gonna be good. Gonna be a good weekend. Gonna be a good weekend. So when you get married, does that make it your cottage? No, because it's, well, maybe. We'll have to look into that one. No, because it's her parents' cottage. Her parents own it with another family member. So probably not. Maybe it gets passed down in the will. Who knows? Can we come? Sure. There's actually fiber internet up there now. I could technically do a stream while I'm up there. I don't think my fiance would be very happy about this, but I'm pretty sure we could do a stream if we wanted to. Facing southeast. Yes, that's what we want. Very good. Let me confirm there are no other airplanes around me. Good. Park brakes are released. Very good. Sounds are going up here for engine start. Nice. Up to the overhead, continuous relight is on, and we'll fire number 2. Very good. N2 percentage on the rise. We won't tell if you stream. Yeah, who are you talking to out there? I can already see it. I can already see it. There's 21%. We'll introduce fuel and idle. No ATC. Yeah, we got ATC. We got full Toronto ATC tonight. Just don't need to call ATC for pushback. Just tell them when you're ready to go. Crazy performance in this airplane still, man. Even with V2 of this airplane, you can pretty much fly it into any airport and get like 80, 90 plus FPS if you're using frame gen or FSR or something like that. It's pretty wild, man. Pretty wild. One thing I really like the RJs is the engines. I mean, the sound pack for this aircraft is phenomenal. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. All right, let's pull up number 1. Very good. N2 percentage on the rise. Park brake is set. Waiting for about 21% N2. Again, we can audibly hear the engines spooling. Really should learn this plane. I mean, now's a good time to learn this plane because after V2, it got really good. Really good. Can't confirm that's what they really sound like. It's exactly what they sound like. Identical. If you were sitting right here in this seat, this is exactly what it would sound like. And I think what I'm going to try and do is when I fly on this identical flight next year, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get this seat as well. I'm going to try and get this one right here. I don't know if it's a good seat. Probably not because it's beside the shitter. But I'm going to try and get this seat so that I'm right beside that engine. And I get all the nice juicy videos for you guys of that engine. Would be nice. Hey, SimCFI. Look familiar? Cool, we got 2. Did we break frame gen? We might have broken frame gen. Hopefully this trick also works in 2024. It does. Okay, good. Continuous relight is coming off. Beautiful. Varun, welcome back. Hope we're doing well, man. EPU can go off. EPU door can get closed. Taxi lights can come on. Taxi lights can come on. Very good. We'll set flaps position number 3, or 2, which is 8 degrees. 2 notches, 8 degrees. There she goes. Beautiful. And our trim value, 7.0. So we'll tune 7.0. There we go. That is set. Wonderful. Let's come down here. Let's arm you guys and back upstairs. Everything looks good. He said contact tower. So it looks like tower's online now in 18.7.
The lie detector determined we got loads of Biscoffs on board. Also CPT.
Yeah,
Did
we
you
do.
see there's a new KBQ scenery that came out?
I did. I'm going to put in my request with AnyBuilds to get a review copy. Hopefully Sunday or Monday we'll be checking out some new Albuquerque. Fancy, 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 fancy. Alrighty, park brake is released. We'll let tower know that we have ATIS Information Zulu. And we need a, what is our identifier? 267 Romeo. Wait, hold on. What do we have? ATIS Zulu and 267 Romeo for our identifier. All right, and where the hell are we? We are short of Delta Romeo. All right. Toronto Tower, very good evening. Jazz 719 with ATIS Zulu. Identifier 267 Romeo. We're in the ramp short of Delta Romeo. Ready to taxi runway 5.
Jazz 719.
That was professional.
Good evening. They read back the track time by taxi.
I didn't get that. All I heard was stand by for taxi. So I will stand by. Flew on a 737 during the summer this year and was in a bad seat, so couldn't tell if it sounded like the PMDG 73. I mean, the PMDG 73 has the Boris sound packs as well. Sheesh.
Tower, very good evening.
These bad boys are nice.
With you joining hotel.
All right, we're going to hold short right here.
American
I'm gonna-
154, Toronto Tower
go
Below.
any further.
3 via Hotel,
Good.
Bravo, and Alpha Tango. Actually,
Enjoying some
Tango,
Biscoffs
Bravo,
during the
Hotel,
stream,
Alpha
along
Tango,
with some
cross 151.
bourbon. My form of stretching. Nice. He said, read back correct, stand by for taxi. I need you as my first officer, Joby. I didn't get that at all. I also have the engines very loud in my ears. Turn those down a little bit.
423 Delta Echo, Toronto Tower Below.
Flying from Malta to Southend with EasyJet. Nice. Cap, will this plane get its price reduced on Black Friday? Maybe. It has gone on sale previously, so I can see that. Better get us out of here soon, chat. We're going to be taxiing during sunset. I also need to go to
17 Toronto Tower Below. You're assigned in as an observer, so I don't.
go here, take off airports, leave the rest of that. Good. Back to legs. Good. Departure had us on a heading of 047. So heading, we're going to go 047. Very good. And
Whiskey, Toronto Tower, go.
rest of that is looking good. And we're just waiting for our taxi instructions now, friends. Just like real life Toronto. Ready to go, but sitting around with our thumb up our you-know-whats. Burning valuable virtual avgas. Oh, nice job.
717, do you have us on now?
Oh, nice.
17 affirmative, I'll get right back to you.
Cap, how do you install this plane for 2024? Depending on where you bought it, the installer should have an option for 2020 and 2024. PDC ident would be before push IRL. Don't let you move. PS PDC, what's that? Like your taxi instructions happen before pushback? Is that what you're saying? The virtual avgas will replenish itself. Correct. Correct, Mr. Barry.
American 771, welcome to Toronto. Taxi Terminal 3 via, actually for now, taxi Charlie Alpha and hold short of Alpha Tango.
I wonder if he was waiting for that airplane to come in. No, it can't be. We could have gone out so long ago.
Taxi Charlie Alpha, hold short of Alpha Tango.
Try merging into express lanes from the collectors, usually speed things up.
Over 423 Delta Echo, runway 058 Zulu, altimeter 3018, taxi by Kilo Juliet.
PS PDC ident would be before push IRL. Yeah, but you don't call for pushback you don't call for pushback on VATSIM, right? Well, most cases you don't call for pushback unless they ask you to call for pushback. I don't think I've ever called for a pushback in Toronto. It's usually pushback at your
Shadow Gary
discretion.
asked me, CPT Canada says you can't wait for wild boar. Sausage, your thoughts? And chat, you pathetic waste of space. Wild boar sausage. Big whoop, life's a pointless meat grinder anyway. Might as well choke
Fuck.
on it.
Was
like
that for
everything
me?
else sucks. Fuck them up.
No, okay, good.
American 154 after the Air Canada passes in front of you, taxi in Alpha Tango, get your
We'll go off the Air Canada from left to right. We're going to...
Is Rachel Solo in this crap Valentine's mess? Who's got my Froggy Fury fix?
American 154.
I don't know how you manage to break. I swear Shadow Gallery manages to break Cormit every stream at least once.
Air Canada 118, runway 0.
I don't know how you guys do it, man. Craig, my man, welcome up into first class, my friend. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you for the support, dude. Really do appreciate you, man. Unbelievably kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you, buddy. VATSIM is different. They should make you call and then tell you F off if you get TOBT time like IRL. No. That would never happen. I feel like so many people don't understand how all that stuff works anyways. Come on, man. We're losing the sunlight. Let's go.
719, runway 058 is Zulu, altimeter 3018, taxi via Delta Romeo, Delta Echo, Golf, Hotel, cross runway 33 right and 33 left.
Howdy, Jazz 719 with ATIS Zulu, runway 5 via Delta Romeo, Delta Echo, Golf, Hotel, cross the 33s. Jazz 719. I already said that twice. Didn't need to say that again. All right, park brake is off. Beautiful. We are going on a voyage, friends. Delta Romeo, Delta. Echo.
sit when we go to
Gulf
American 154.
Hotel all the way over. Sheesh.
American 771, give way to the company heavy.
Busy little taxi,
turning
chat.
front
Busy little taxi tonight. It's pretty real taxi is, well, actually, there you go. Sun's going to be gone 30 minutes before taxi. Nah. We're on our way. We're on our way, friends. Don't you worry. Let's have a little stretch while we're taxiing, yeah?
Clear Minneapolis, Aerosoft 4, case it...
Let's have a little stretch while we taxi, friends. Hooray!
We're ready for the quick shot.
Jazzy 717, push and start approved on
You're the
lane
Copa next to
10
me?
southwest,
Oh, you're right
taxi.
there? Nice, very cool.
Lane 10.
Copa, where are you going?
Endeavor 4952, wind 1604, clear for takeoff, runway 05.
Clear for takeoff, 05, Endeavor 4952.
November 9, Bravo, Quebec, clear to the Minneapolis airport.
Hooray for stretching, yes.
Transition, flight 500.
Oh, yes.
Spark runway 05, squawk 0363.
You're going to Panama? Nice, dude. That's a cool flight. All right, takeoff. We're good.
Runway 05, squawk 0363, November 9 of Bravo, Quebec.
November 9, Bravo, Quebec, reach back correct. It is Zulu, push at your discretion, call for taxi.
8 is Zulu, call for taxi. November 9, Bravo, Quebec.
CFI, you ever taxi from those gates that I was just at? Probably.
Air Canada 2, Papa Kilo Heavy, Toronto Tower to evening standby, correct? I'll get back to you in a minute.
It's a rattly bird. She rattly. So trying out the A300, gotta admit I really like it. Dude, that airplane's a lot of fun, man. We're gonna be back in that in the next couple weeks as well. I enjoy flying that airplane. Every damn all-state gates, we usually do single-ended taxi to 5 because it's so far. Yeah, dude. It's a little bit of a long one.
Canada 783, Toronto Tower, good evening, standby number 2.
Cap, always comment 80 knots and then you take off, power set, airspeed alive. Correct.
Departure is 132 decimal 8 tonight.
Different flow to it, but I'm learning? Yes, correct.
Endeavor 4952, contact departure is 132 decimal 8 tonight.
132 decimal 8, Endeavor 4952.
Endeavor. Nice.
Couple 471, runway 06, left 8 is Zulu, altimeter 3018, taxi via Delta Romeo, Delta cross runway 33, right?
Delta Romeo, Delta cross 33 right, and we took...
Here's a question for you guys. Why call 80 then call airspeed alive? Well, isn't it airspeed alive then 80 knots? As like, I don't know why do they do it? You tell us. I demand it. Tell me, Mr. Silly. When PBG updates the 7.3 for NG for 2024, under what the default sounds will be like. Hopefully good. But again, we have the Boris sound pack, so... Airspeed alive, verified. 80 knots, cross-checked. V1, rotate. What do you guys do in real life?
Air Canada 2, Papa Kilo, you're clear to the John F. Kennedy Airport by the Kepta 3 departure.
2 Papa Kilo, Air Canada. It's an interesting call sign. Air Canada usually doesn't have letters. Just call 80 knots. If both PFDs are 80, then both are airspeed alive and the same. Set thrust, thrust set, 80 knots checked. V1. Do you ever hit them with a rotate, SimCFI? How do you get frame gen? Exclamation point frames in chat. Aired, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back.
Tower hello, Endeavor 4941 with Zulu request push and start off Bravo 14.
Nah, dude, you gotta hit him with the rotate. Come on, there's gotta be a cool captain out there. He'd be like, what? Rotate?
Northeast, call for
Yeah, rotate. Like the real professional sim pilots do. Rotate.
Endeavour 4941.
Frames with an S, Arad. Frames. S, plural.
Evening, Lufthansa 494, let's accept.
Sometimes they say execute, hey?
1704, clear to authorize 06 left.
Shuttle left, 6 left, Lufthansa 494.
Air Canada 2 Papa Kilo, read back correct. It is Zulu, call for push.
It's Spanish for rotate. For rotate, exactly. Rotate.
Yeah.
Man, Pearson looks so small when you're on this side of the terminal. Actually, a massive ass airport.
Call for taxi. Chastity 717, runway 05.
How's the RJ? Been good today, man.
Taxi via
Been
Delta
good.
Romeo, Delta.
No real
Echo,
issues.
Golf, Hotel, cross runway 33 right and 33 left.
Have you fully deleted 2020? Nope.
Delta Romeo, Delta Echo, Golf, Hotel, cross 33.
Because, yeah, 4 kilometers away.
Number
Correct.
423 Delta Echo, wind 1504, clear for takeoff, runway 05.
You're supposed to laugh at the gates on your left at this point. Hey, we departed out of there. I think, where were we flying? The 777, I think.
Air Canada 783, clear to the Los Angeles International Airport via the Mississippi departure, gantry transition, flight
Wait, what happened to my...
Departure runway 05, squawk 5601.
never mind.
Clear to Los Angeles Airport.
Yeah, this is Sim Update 3. David, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well, dude.
Canada 73 submits at 7. 6 7.
Okay, not our next left, but our next one. Golf.
Canada 73, no problem. Read back is correct. It is
Yeah, we're all very aware, David. This is a flight sim stream, nobody. Let's keep it. Let's keep the subject on course.
Air Canada 24 Whiskey Line, runway 0.
Where does rotate come from? I don't know, dude. We were just being idiots back in the day, and it kind of was just a thing. Rotate. Thinking I'm going to save money for a 5080 Super, insult my 4080. Honestly, do you know what you need to do, SimCFI? All you need to do is build a $750 streaming PC. That's it. If you've got a 4080, I promise you, man, just build a stream PC with a dedicated capture card. That is all you need. That's it. Correct, Joe B. Very correct.
423 Delta Echo, contact departures.
A dedicated stream PC is all you need for the sim to run smooth. The problem is trying to run the sim and stream off of the same PC. It's just way too demanding. Way too demanding. I'm telling you, man, a dedicated stream PC with a dedicated capture card will completely change your stream experience.
494, welcome to Toronto. Vacate left when able, then left turn on Delta.
I promise you. Would you say 64 gigs RAM is essential for 2024? No, I'm running on 32 gigs, Paul. I would say 64 is ideal, but you can get away with 32. But the 5080 Super, yeah, but did you see, like, it's not even announced, man. It's, the insiders are saying now that it's not even going to get announced until the new year. So sometime in 2026. It's probably not even going to be here for 6+ months, man. Yeah. Where are you flying today? We are going from Toronto to Minneapolis. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Are you going to build a PC? Are you going to build a PC just for stream? What do you mean? Sorry. Come fly New Zealand? Yes, New Zealand needs to happen. Australia and New Zealand. This is the Expo flight. That's right. Yeah, I'm expecting you to get me a free flight next year, eh there, SimCFI? I want a free flight and I want to ride jump seat. Right here. Where is it? Shit. I don't know where it is. Where's the jump seat in this thing? I want this seat. Excuse me, sir.
Taxi Terminal 1 via Delta Papa.
Where the hell is the jump seat? It's nowhere. Free I can't do but 10%. Ain't no way. Ain't no shot Air Canada's that cheap.
Okay.
Never mind. Remote Sky, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. It's taken this month for 5080 prices to reach MSRP. Correct. Yeah, I just saw that. Dan sent me a link, actually, to one. $1,300 bucks, I think. Psych, there is no jump seat. No, there actually is a jump seat in this plane.
Air Canada 24 Whiskey, contact departure is 132.8. Good night.
Over to departure. Air Canada 23. Good night.
Took us so long to get out of here. Henry wants his... You know what? I can't say the word. No, the jump seat is mine. I ain't paying this guy, man. Get out of here. Should come and try the milk run on Monday in Australia, Sydney to Melbourne, or sometimes other places. That could be fun, for sure. Behind Captain Circuit Breaker panel, there is a jump seat. It's not showed. Got you. Happy with my 9070 XT. Nice. Very good. Very good, very good. Go to your bed, buddy. Go to your bed. To your bed, buddy.
Westjet 900, Toronto Tower, good evening. Truck start position, wind 1603, clear to land, right 05.
Tower Jazz 8717.
Jazz 8717, go ahead.
Jazz 8717. Can we get the intersection on South 3, please?
Jazz 8717 negative, you can't depart from a high speed. Couple 471, wind 1802, clear for takeoff, runway 06 left.
Clear for takeoff, 06 left, couple 471.
You captain on the RJ. One of my previous instructors is FO on the RJ. Wait, you're talking to SimCFI, right? Not me.
2 Papa Kilo, where are you? There you are. Push inside the
All right, chat.
the apron edge.
The 30-minute taxi is complete.
Taxi.
Very good.
Toronto Tower, Canada 81 Heavy,
Holy shit, that guy's coming in like a fighter jet.
Canada 821 Heavy,
What
Toronto
the
Tower,
front
good evening,
door?
1802, 1 departs prior to your arrival. Continue approach, runway 06 left.
Actually, that was a good landing. Very nice.
Air Canada 118, line up runway 05.
Line up away 05.
There's a Max in front of us.
Air
It's
Canada
not
2
showing
Papa
as a
Kilo,
Max,
clock
but
your
it's a
flight
Max.
code, mode Charlie, please.
Southwest would have done this taxi in 10 minutes. I mean, I was going 20 plus knots almost the entire time. All right, there we go, holding short. Very good. And now we wait, friends. Now we wait.
Westjet 900, welcome to Toronto. Turn right, Bravo. Do you require any further assistance?
Right, Bravo, and I'll be able to taxi back to
Maybe he was landing with like no flaps or something. He looked super quick for a 7.3, but Air Canada with an NG? No, it's just the weird model matching. It's actually a Max. Air Canada has the Max 8.
900, Roger, taxi Bravo, Alpha Juliet, good night.
It's the Max. It's just disguised as an NG right now.
Bravo, Alpha, Juliet.
Mushy, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back.
821, wind calm, clear to land, right 06 left.
Clear to land 06 left, I got the 81.
Couple 471, contact departures, 132.8, good night.
328, couple 471, yeah.
Sim looks great.
Air Canada 118, wind 160.
Dialing in the right settings, man. Why don't you use IAG, dude? It's so heavy on performance. And updating and installing AIG is like almost a 10-hour thing. Like, it's brutal, man. It's brutal. FSLTL is just so easy. FSLTL just needs to get updated. I've noticed it hasn't been updated in quite a while. They need to add some new models. There's got to be people in the community that can model a Max or something.
Line up runway 05.
Line up 05, Jazz 719. Park brake off. Lights on. Strobes. Good.
We're at 157. Air Canada 783, push inside of Bruce, straight back onto lane 8, call back for taxi. Push Bruce straight back, lane 8, Canada 783.
Looks like the tail. No, it is, Guillaume. You were correct. The model is a 737 NG. He's flying a MAX 8, but there's no model for the model matching yet. There's no Air Canada MAX 8. I don't even think there's a... Is there even a MAX 8 modeled in FSLTL? I don't think so. I think that's like one of the major ones that they're missing. All right, chat. Going to be a busy departure as always. We've got full ATC, but this airplane's a little bit of a handful. Solo flying.
Departure is 132.1, connect.
132.2.
Nice.
Here, X-ray 189, with IFR to Benito Juarez. Did we get it via CC?
Sierra X-ray 189, yeah, I can do that. Like, I'm assuming if you wanted to be called UPS, you just need to change your call sign to UPS 189 instead of Sierra X-ray. If you want, you can do that. Like, you'd have to refile and relog in. But if you want to stick with this one, let me know. We can do that as well.
Alright, right there. I'll refile it.
Canada 821, welcome to Toronto. Turn left, Delta.
All right, chat.
Left on Delta,
We'll spool them up from back here. Try to, at least.
Jazz 719, wind 1703, clear for takeoff, runway 05.
Clear for takeoff, 05, Jazz 719. All right, let's get it, friends. Yoke cam's going on. I think that's Toga. I tried. Nope. That's Toga. There we go. Nose down pressure. $80 knots, neutral. Pretty hefty little crosswind. We'll put in a little bit of aileron correction. V1. Rotate. Nice and smooth, friends. Lift that nose. Get that aileron correction. There she goes. Positive rate. Gears going up. Alrighty, we will go speed and heading. And we're flying, friends. Good, let's start increasing our speed. 240. Good. Bring the nose over a little bit. Very good. Let's go speed check. Flaps 1 degree.
Yeah, 719 departure is 132.8. Good night.
132.8. Thanks for ATC, man. Nice. Got a good one in.
Today, runway 06 left, altimeter 3018 information. Zulu, descend to 8,000.
Alrighty, and we're approaching clean speed. Use the whole damn runway in an RJ. Yeah, I had a pretty high cost index, and we're fairly heavy for an RJ as well. Speed check, flaps clean. Show departures, hello, Jazz 719, 047 heading 2,800, climbing 5.
Jazz 719, departure identified, climb 7,000.
7,000, Jazz 719. 7,000. Still hand flying.
Transit 640, descend 4,000.
4,000, transit 640.
Jazz 719, turn left direct, head C on course.
Left direct, Kedsey on course, Jazz 719. Direct. Kedsey. Wait, how do you do this? Is it Kedsey? Yes. Execute. Good. Nav track. Good. Left turn. It's uncommon to use a high flex. What do you usually use for flex in this airplane?
Left direct Doveco.
Left direct Doveco now, Jazz 719. SimCFI, how do you do this stupid thing again? Direct to, you said don't use, but that's Doveco. Direct is always second from the top. Yes. They only gave us 7,000. So we're going to have to level. 230, thanks, Jazz 719. 230, speed.
Over to center now, 12577.
Good.
Yeah.
Just legs page, copy.
Jazz
Wait, hold on.
8717, turn of departure, get identified, climb 7,000.
I don't know what my flight director's doing. My flight director's trying to take me all the way out to the right. I'm not quite sure what it's doing. Unless it's trying to get me to that waypoint. Direct, Doveco, execute. Alright, there we go. Beautifully. We've got it trimmed out so nice right now. It's doing exactly what we want it to do. It's very nice. Very well-behaving aircraft. Nice and smooth, too, right now. Surprisingly. Alrighty, autopilot is on. Good. Back up into the flight deck. Very good. Reg, 34 months. My man. Thank you, buddy. Huge no floaties to you. Appreciate you, man. I thought he was yelling at me for a second. You know what I noticed, too, is I feel like RealCat Turb, after the latest update, doesn't do much to these airplanes anymore. I don't know if it's like... Maybe it's just this airplane it doesn't do very much, but...
719, contact Toronto Center 12577.
12577, Jazz 719. Thanks for ATC, man. See ya.
See ya. Jazz 8717.
2577 for us. Toronto Center.
Jazz 212.
Good.
Where do you plan on parking here?
I believe it's the Jazz.
This engine sounds are nice.
Jazz 212.
Although,
Roger.
I don't think I put it into
you can
climb
expect,
power.
The ILS for runway 23 information
I kind of did, but it didn't work. Alex, my man,
Sorry, the ILS for runway
dropping
05,
the $100 donation. Alex, you absolute man.
Well, hello, buddy.
Huge no floaties to you, dude.
AlexSiu donated
Thank you
$99.99.
very much for the support.
Love the new schedule.
Thank you, buddy. Extremely kind. Appreciate you, amigo. Thank you, man. Those are off. Those are all off. That's off. Actually, do you leave the logo light on at night? I don't know. Alex, my man, thank you, buddy. Incredibly kind, dude. Appreciate you again, my man. Thank you.
And Endeavor 4952, unfortunately, Minneapolis is offline. Surveillance service terminated. Under the honor frequency,
all right, we're in climb mode. Flight level 230. Engines are actually in climb now. We didn't burn anything up. We'll keep that climb going, friends. Keep her going.
Uniform Bravo Kilo.
Give me a show when you start down.
Through 10,000, only lights on are strobes, beacon, nav. Strobes, beacon, nav. My man.
In about 5 miles, I'll give you the
And seatbelt signs can go auto as well.
4,000 is that.
We serving any meals tonight?
Yep, no issue.
Charles Center, good evening. Jazz 719, 14,000, climbing flight level 230.
Jazz 719, Charles Center, good day, climb flight level 340.
340, Jazz 719, thanks. 340 is in and bugged. We're on the climb, friends.
Just 212, contact arrival.
I wish we had... I wish it was a little bit brighter out, but that's okay. Are you guys good with a night flight, or should I just roll the time back a little bit? I kind of wanted to do a sunset into Minneapolis. What do you guys think? Live time, or should we dial it back about 30 minutes?
Kickback 7,000, the Toronto altimeter 3018. Alright, we'll cross that at 7,000.
No one to advertise to at 350? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, let's roll it slightly back. We'll have to custom, and it's 1949 right now. If we bump this to like 1849, that should be good. We'll keep the live weather on. That should be perfect. We should get a beautiful... This is like when I wanted to do the flight. But it took us 45 minutes to get out of Toronto.
018 for Oshawa, 4000, uniform Bravo Kilo.
This will be a very nice arrival into Minneapolis like this. Okay, we are through, or just hitting transition altitude now. Very nice. We'll go standard baro. Very good. He just cleared me up. Check. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to feed Henry quickly. I'll be right back.
With intentions, the Oshawa wind 2003 knots cleared for takeoff runway 23.
Clear for takeoff runway 23, left-hand circuit, report intentions mid downwind, Foxtrot Hotel November.
Uniform Bravo Kilo, via it said you are clear the Oshawa RNAV, runway 23 approach.
Okay, via it said cleared the RNAV, runway 23 approach, Oshawa, uniform Bravo Kilo.
All right, Hanky is fed. What's the new schedule look like? Dan, if you go to the posts, go to my YouTube channel and go posts. Joe C, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well, buddy.
November 423 Delta Echo. Unfortunately, Minneapolis centers offline. Surveillance and service will terminate. You can monitor the onward frequency and have a good flight to Minneapolis. Take care.
Okay, over to Unicom, 423 Delta Echo. Thanks, have a good night.
Thinking of doing Delta 737-900 ops from Seattle to MSP tomorrow. Nice. MSP is such a cool airport, man. You landing 12 left? We are, David. That is what we are planning, good sir. 12 left into Mini. We'll see what the winds are doing. But that is the plan, good sir. That is the plan. What are the winds doing right now in Mini? Winds are still 150 at 9. That's an hour old, though. That'll probably get updated by the time we get down.
Chat 719, Toronto Center.
Sync up our headings. Span that out. Very good. Very good. There's a gorgeous view of our Air Canada RJ 900. God, look at this airplane, dude. I just love the look of it. It looks like a lawn dart. It's just so pointy. So nice. Oh, it's the fuselage doing something weird. It's just so nice. And the Air Canada Express livery on it. Sheesh. He's calling for me? Sir, did you call for Jazz 719?
Yeah, I disregard, sorry.
That's okay.
I saw you disconnect, and then I realized everybody disconnects, and I realized it was a me problem.
Uh-oh.
It's okay, I figured it out.
Imagine the RJ in the AC Black Jets. Dude, that'd be insane. Except no hockey team wants to fly on an RJ. Let's be real. I wonder how many seats you could put in if you put in like an all business class RJ. How many seats you reckon you could fit in there? 40? 30 or 40 maybe? Like a 2-2 business class. And you probably can't even.
Matthew O asked me,
2-1?
Is this time for Biscoffs?
Oh.
Here we observe a creature driven to the edge, now fixating on Biscoffs. A desperate attempt to find solace in the face of existential dread. Will it succeed? Unlikely, but one can hope.
Oh my. Thank you, buddy. Huge no floaties to you, my man. No, it wouldn't look so nice. It fits 90 econ, probably 25 to 35-ish. Yeah. Hey, Cap, you ever given iRacing? Nah, man, I've never been into that. Never been into, like, sim racing and stuff. Other than, like, when I was a kid, but, like, yeah, no, I've never got into it. Never got into it, my man.
2 Papa Kilo, Toronto Center, very good day. Welcome.
2 Papa Kilo. 2 Papa Kilo, my man. You ready for CRJ trivia? Yes. Kind of.
Candidate 8 at Pleasantville 30, entering the airspace from Montreal.
Candidate 8008, Toronto Center, very good day. Information to the current
Henry.
Pearson, you can expect 06 left.
What are you doing? Get out of there.
06 left.
Stretch flavor today, espresso gelato. You're on takeoff, you lose an engine. You noticed your remaining engine says APR and the N1. On the N1, what does APR mean?
November 2811, contact
Doesn't
arrival,
stand for
132.8.
approach.
132.8, November
So you can
2811,
activate
have a good
approach
day.
while in max power too. Huh. Interesting. It says April.
Shadow Guilery asked me, why is this Thursday night stream so quiet? Where is Tanner and all the other hooligans? Chat, you spineless shit stains. This Thursday shithole stream's dead as my froggy rage on Valentine's. Probably because Tanner bailed like a limp dick coward. Fuck that guy!
674. Toronto Center, very good day. Squawk identity.
Dude, you broke him again, man.
And Westchester 674, identity, and flight level 370.
You're dead, and you're all MIA, leaving me to rot alone. Whose face can I leak on next? Everything's so crazy since Walter White got cancer. Get back here, you hooligans.
Jesus Christ, dude. Absolute chaos, man. I don't know how you break him every single time. No floaties to you, my man. Thank you, buddy. Does Mr. Canada have Sim Update 4? No, I don't use... I'm not on Sim Update 4. I'm on Sim Update 3. And I'm using Auto FPS, yes.
Zulu 406 left,
Auto FPS.
674.
674, I apologize.
Automatic power reserve.
Matthew O asked me, tell Davis and Dan to bring the Biscoffs. And now the creature's demands escalate. Biscoffs are now the key. Will
Yes.
Davis and Dan heed the call?
No.
The ecosystem of CP Canada's rage hangs in the balance.
Agreed. Agreed. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, buddy. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. All right, we got a nice smooth jazz playlist for our Jazz Express aircraft. Sheesh. Smooth jazz.
Canada 2 Papa Kilo is going to be...
Basically, if you lose an engine on Toga thrust mode, the remaining engine will select APR Automatic Power Reserve. It will give you 2% and 500 pounds of more thrust on that engine.
Welcome back to Oshawa.
Interesting.
What are we looking to do?
You can also select max power and it will put on APR on both engines.
November, we're on Charlie. Request taxi back to the active. We're going to do one more full stop circuit.
Interesting.
Fox Hotel November, Roger. Runway 23, the wind 200.
Absolutely, David. 100%, man. 100%.
Charlie Alpha, cross runway 12. Hold short runway 23.
Taxi Charlie Alpha, cross 12, hold short 23, Fox Hotel, November.
The Jazz has started. I pour a drink. P.S. I have the day off tomorrow. My man.
Challenger November 5 Lima, about
Hell yeah.
30 to the southwest of London, flight level 210.
November 5 Lima, Toronto Center, very good day. The London altimeter 3020, information Quebec is current descent now 1000, and when ready you can expect runway 33 and say approach time.
Roger, we'll descend to 1000, expect 33, and we'll pick up the ATIS down in London for November 5 Lima.
Roger that, and when you're ready, let me know if you want the RNAV Zulu with the visual for runway 33. I guess I could offer you the Yankee as well. You let me know what you want for 33.
Awesome, thank you. We'll just check real quick.
Question 2. If you're climbing through 5,000 feet at 250 knots, you encounter a cloud layer at a TAT of 5 degrees. What anti-system do you need to run? Wings and cowls, or just cowls and wings?
Watch at 674, descend 11,000. 3018.
I'm gonna guess
11,000,
just wings.
Canada 24 Whiskey, unfortunately Minneapolis center's offline, surveillance services terminate.
Just wings.
The lie detector got his Biscoffs, so no raging now. Now, if the Biscoffs get broken on the landing, however, that's a different story.
Yes, it is, Matthew. Yes, it is. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, my man. How long are we in his airspace for?
Break chat 719, same for you, unfortunately, Mini offline. You can join the buses there on the train to Minneapolis. Frequency changes approved. Good flight.
Over to Unicom. Thanks for ATC, man. We'll see you soon, Jazz. 719.
See ya.
Toronto Center.
All right, so Unicom party chat. Now we can really enjoy the Jazz. No ATC to Mini, though. That kind of sucks. All right, we at cruise altitude? Almost. What are we climbing at? Mach 0.79? Probably shouldn't be climbing that fast. Let's go Mach 7.5 or 7.6. That'll help a little bit. Just cowls. After 230 knots, they claim wings won't accumulate ice. Wings only go above 230 in descent, or if yellow ice is observed. Interesting. Huh. I didn't know that. Is that just for the RJ? Joke of the day, did you hear about the guy who got hit in the head with a can of soda? He was lucky it wasn't a soft drink. Sheesh. Boom-doom. Alt cap 34. Very nice. We're speeding into Minneapolis tonight, so we're doing Mach 0.79. That's right. A lot of kinetic energy and friction heating those wings. True. Is it like that on all? Sorry. I think most swept back wings. Okay, got you. Interesting. All right, there's 340, chat. Beautiful. That's our cruising altitude today. Gonna pull the power back now. I'm thinking like 86%. Some CFI, what should I be aiming for here on my N1? 86? Let's monitor this for a little bit. Is yellow ice the same as yellow snow? I hope not. I wouldn't like to see yellow snow, pea snow at 34,000 feet. You ever done any of the community finds, Cap? I'd love to see you do a co-host for when they host your Northern Land. Is that the Microsoft community finds? I've never been approached to do one, David. I don't know how you go about that whole thing, but yeah, I've never been approached to do one. Uh-oh, Ian. Apologize. Anytime you hear Kermit come on, just hit the mute button. That's, if you're with family, friends, that would be the ideal, the sensible thing. what was the reasoning behind the schedule change? There wasn't really a reason. It was just I wanted to be more available. I feel like, to be honest with you, I feel like Monday streams have become kind of quiet. And I figured replacing a Monday with like a Friday or something, which is essentially what we're doing, right? We're kind of just shifting the schedule back a day every day. I figured it would be better to go live on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. More people are available, right? Mondays are kind of a shitty day. People have, you know, you're back to work, you're back to school. It's tough on a Monday. So I like the idea of being live Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I feel like it gives more people an option to tune in. Some people are off on Fridays. It's easier to kind of, you know, you're working at home or whatever. It's a little bit easier to slack off on a Friday. Keep Thursdays? Nah, Thursdays are going to be Wednesdays now. So 2 streams on Wednesdays, and then it's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I missed the Monday streams. You were a nice distraction of the Zoom calls. Yeah, I mean, it's you know, it's there's a balance, obviously, right? We haven't changed schedules in forever. So yeah. No flying for you on Wednesday? Why? Nice little midweek stream. I think it'll be more beneficial. I think it'll be good to be live on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. A bulk of the majority when people are around and can hang out. So what's the new schedule? Wednesday, 2 streams Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's going to be the new schedule. So that's going to open us up. Maybe we can do like some after darks on like Thursday or something. So it's going to be Monday, Tuesday off. And then we go hard all weekend. And it's probably going to stay the same, like, schedule-wise. Like, Saturday, we're still probably going to do our long hauls. Saturdays will be for long hauls. Yeah. I'll have more of a chance to fly along on a Friday. Well, that was my kind of logic behind it, Adam. Was more people would be available on a Friday than they would be on a Monday. Yeah, everything's going to be the same time. Everything's going to be the same time. I thought about doing Friday like an evening stream. Undecided yet, though. For now, we're going to keep everything at the same time. Yes. Are you going to fly the LA F&O tomorrow night? No, I'm out at the farm tomorrow. I'm out at the farm the next 2 nights. I'm out at the farm tomorrow prepping for everybody that's coming over. And then Saturday, I have a big family barbecue out at the farm. It's another busy weekend for me. Busy. Nike would hit more than a Friday night stream every week, but obviously you have Saturday and Sunday full of streams. Correct, exactly. Friday evenings are always busy on VATSIM. Correct. That's why I'm hoping like a Friday afternoon. We'll see. Cap After Dark. Hey man, you never know. We got Battlefield 6 coming out. A nice Thursday with the boys. Battlefield 6 After Dark stream. Sheesh. PTFO, baby. Flying across the land event on Saturday, doing LTFM to HAB in the Ethiopian MAX 8. Nice. Nice little flight. Never done cross the land. I've only ever done cross the pond. All right, chat. Time for some Khalifa mints. This one's a good one. Where's AJ tonight? I'm surprised AJ's not here. Flying into his home airport. You recommend it for someone who wants good practice for across the pond? Yeah. Absolutely. And now I just walked to the room and I heard Khalifa. Hey, it's Wiz Khalifa, the rapper, you know? Wiz Khalifa. That's it. Just a little Wiz Khalifa. Did you do this route when the CRJ 2.1 update released? We did, Varun, yes. That was probably the last time we operated this route, yeah. I believe we did, good sir. Got a jet. See you next time, Captain Chat. Shadow, take care, my man. Thanks for all the support tonight, dude. Appreciate you, buddy. Thoughts on the Meridian throttle quadrant? I mean, it looked good from what I've seen. I don't know if they'll ever... I don't know, man. I feel like he has very high ambitions. That's a lot packed into a small little yoke. I don't know. I don't know about it. We'll have to wait and see. But I wouldn't be holding your breath, to be completely honest with you. Yes, the Burj Khalifa. There's that one too. How are we doing on speed? Okay, we need to increase just a little bit. Gonna aim for like 86.5. That should be good there. A nice layer of cloud beneath us as well. Gonna look real nice with that sunset. Remember Owls stole your call sign when you did this route in the 2.1 update? Was it Owls? Where is that guy? I haven't seen him in a little bit. He must be busy. naughty owls he is. Stealing people's call sign. Apparently he does that all the time. Tisk, these out-of-control youths. I agree. Owls is a good kid, though, man. I actually really like Owls. Really smart kid. Is that the same guy from Honeycomb? It is, Adam, which scares me even more. There's like a double scare factor going on. Because God knows what deal he's going to sign to get the Meridian products out now. It's going to be, yeah. ECAP went to MSP in February 2020, just before COVID. IRL last time went into North America. I remember it being cold, like -20. Yep. Gets cold up there. I'm excited for FS Expo this year as well. Being up in Minneapolis. This is the exact flight that I'm going to take, chat. The exact flight. Probably bring my tablet, put a little movie on, and boom, before you know it, we'll be there. You flew on a leased Aer Lingus 75 from Dublin. Well, that's pretty cool. I will say the AC paint on this plane is stunning. I prefer the ice blue on the bigger planes, but the regional planes look awesome in the modified Raccoon. It does, man. My favorite is probably the Q400 in the new paint. It's just, I mean, you know I'm a sucker for the Q400, but God, it looks so good, man. I mean, I think all the jets look good in the new paint. The A220, the Maxes, the 777s look incredible as well. What aircraft is YOW to YYZ? It's usually an A220, which is super weird. I'll be on an A220 from Ottawa to Toronto, and then an RJ900 from Toronto to Minneapolis, unless I take Delta. If I take Delta, I believe they send 320s and 319s on this route as well. Air Canada operates the E220 from Seattle to YUL. I don't doubt it, man. They're all over the place with those A220s, dude. I flew Montreal to Houston on an A220. They're yeah, they're all over. Don't you dare. Well, the hopes is that I'll be traveling with Thrustmaster this year coming up for the expo, so we'll that's the hope. So hopefully I won't even have to pay SimCFI. That would be ideal. If I don't have to pay, I'll fly Air Canada. I don't mind the RJ though. Like, I don't mind. I mean, it's not the best, but I don't mind an RJ for an hour and 45 minutes. I could deal with that. Caps, are anyone developing an A220? Yeah, we're supposed to get one by the end of the year, BQ. When was the last time you were in Europe IRL? I was just after high school, so 17, almost 18. I went to Amsterdam on a Kontiki tour. Kontiki tour. If you take Delta and it's an A320, don't choose seat 24A. Both times I've sat there, you literally couldn't see through the window because of how dirty it was. Never trusting that seat again. Just like we're supposed to get the 7.5 by Expo? Correct. Pick either biz class or emergency exits. Best seat in the house. Otherwise, 20F. Is that the emergency exit seat? I think I'm going down to Colorado for the 3rd time in January for a skiing trip, flying Delta, either A220, 738, or ERJ. Nice. Very, very nice. I've flown on all of those airplanes in the last 2 years. Flew on an A220, flew on a 737-800 by WestJet, and then I flew on a... Man, it was a brand new RJ-175 into Chicago. The airplane wasn't even 6 months old when I flew it. That was my flight from Ottawa to Chicago. Brand new. What planes haven't you been on? I haven't been on a 340. I haven't been on like any of the classics. The only classic I've ever been on was an A310. And I have not been on a 777. Oddly enough, no 777. But I've been on all kinds of A220s, 73 Maxes, 737, 700, 800, 900 ER, Max 9, RJ 700, RJ 900, Embraer 175. A lot. C20F, right over the wing exit, so much legroom. If you want more width than leg, 19 or 20, C or D. Alright. Never been on a 7.5 or a 7.6, correct. Next flight, YVR to KRD, RJ9, it used to do at IRL. I know, I remember when you, when I first started speaking with you, that was a route that you were doing, which is crazy. What's my favorite version of 7.3 to fly on IRL? Probably the Max. The Max or the 700. 700's a little sports car. But probably the Max, man. Such a smooth flight. I believe I was on a 747, but I was too young to remember. I went to Frankfurt when I was a kid. A couple times went to Germany. We have family in Germany. And in the UK. Back in the day, you flew on an RJ from Winnipeg to YVR, 3 hours in a sports car. Yeah, that's... Like SimCFI was doing. They used to do ORD to Vancouver. Vancouver to ORD in an RJ. That's wild. You're on a Ward Air 747 in 07? Nice. Very cool, dude. How are we doing on speed? We're slowing down slightly. Alright, we'll increase a little bit of power. Come back and look at that in a minute. Does it give me a top of descent marker? No top of descent marker that I can see. I just see above 2.4. I think the arrival into here is a little bit wonky too. On the muscle. Just need to make sure we're at 8,000 for CMO. That's all we need to do, chat. 8,000 at CMO. Q400s are the real sports cars. I remember back being imprinted on the seat during takeoff with short runway. Oh, dude, yeah, they have a lot of torque on those, man. A lot. Only planes I haven't flown on are an E220 and a 340. Yeah, I've never been on a 340, not that I can remember. Flown on lots of 220s. Allegedly, my first flights were on a DC-9 and a 727 all Air Canada on February of 82. Talk about being a dinosaur. Damn. Those were old planes. Perks living near a Delta hub? True. Yeah, you got some cool ones for sure. Remember being on an either Canadian or AC-74 back in the 90s, was able to go in the cockpit mid-flight, the good old days, dude. P-Thibs. I've explained these stories before, man. When I was like, I must have been, I don't know, 12, 13 years old, and had family that worked in Air Canada. And I remember going up to the flight deck. I was on a BAE 146. Must have been like 2002, 2003. And or maybe even earlier, maybe like 99, 2000, 2001. Somewhere between there. Somewhere between 99 and 2002. And yeah, I got invited up to the flight deck. I asked if I could go up, and they said yes. And then they let me sit jump seat for the whole flight. And that, like, man. That was an experience. They gave me a headset and everything. It was wild. I'm guessing no 380? Never been on a 380. I've been on lots of Dreamliners, yeah. I've been on 3 Dreamliners. 2 787-900s. Or -9, sorry, and 1 787-8. I actually just did the -8 last year for World Flight. It was Air Canada 787 from Montreal to LAX. And the plane was packed. I was genuinely shocked how many people were going from Montreal to LAX on I think it was like a Monday night or a Sunday night or something. I think it was Sunday to Sunday. But yeah, absolutely shocked. That was the one too. It was like only an extra 1,000 points to upgrade from economy to premium economy. Was that when you fell in love with the airplane? The BAE 146, that was, yeah, like, I thought it was a cool airplane. I think it was just airplanes in general. Like, I'd always had a fascination with airplanes, because I said I grew up, my grandfather was a big flight sim nerd. He always had the latest and greatest X-Plane and Microsoft and... Oh yeah, man, I remember all through the 90s, and he would build computers specifically to run these simulators, and he would upgrade his computer every 2-3 years, and it was just crazy, man. Would you fly to Sab on a Twin Otter? Hell yes, I would. That's actually on my bucket list, Joseph. My bucket list is to get to St. Martin, and then do the St. Bart's and Saba flights in a day. That is on my bucket list, good sir. Showing your age? I know, dude. Yeah, W grandfather for sure, man. For sure. He's the one that kickstarted all this, man. He really did. Flying on a seaplane would be cool. That would be cool, yep. We almost did a couple years ago when Dan and Smitty and I went to Vancouver. We almost did the seaplane, but it was like, oh dude, I can't remember the price. I think it was $179 per person each way for a like 15-20 minute flight. So it would have ended up being around $400, $200 after tax each way for a 15-minute flight when you can take the ferry for $50. The ferry takes like an hour and a half. An hour and a half. There's some of that turbulence we're expecting. A little bit of clear air. What's it look like in the pit? Oh yeah, there we go. We like it. Hang on. What a ripoff? Dude, it's crazy. That was with, what's the company that flies all the seaplanes out of Vancouver? I forget the company, but yes, correct. Major ripoff. Here in the UK, we have an airport in Scotland with the beach is called Barra. Twin otters land and take off on the beach. That's pretty cool. You feel like smoking? My man. Harbor Air, thank you. That's them. Yep. Now, keep in mind, this was in the height of COVID. This was in the height of COVID, and I think everything was just, you know, everything was inflated, especially small airlines trying to stay afloat with nobody traveling. That was also the trip that Dan gave us all COVID. Yeah, I remember that one. Dan got it, gave it to me, I gave it to Smitty, and we were all sick. Trying to stay afloat, no pun intended, correct. Would have been cool as hell, dude. Trust me, it's something that I want to do, but I'm not paying. That's just ridiculous, you know what I mean? I think it was $75 in total for all three of us and the car to take the ferry. Or like $100 or something. It was a quarter of the price. Plus I got to smoke. I was ripping my vape on the ferry. I was ripping my weed vape on the ferry. You can't do that in the airplane. Almost 13-year-old boy says hi to chat. Hello. Flown on a 350. Nope. No 350. Do you like Zins? Nope. Never did a Zin. Not going to start now. What is your least favorite aircraft to fly on IRL and why? CRJ 200. Probably any type of CRJ, to be honest with you. Unless you're lucky enough to get an RJ 550. The 550s are actually nice. There's so much legroom on the seats. It's crazy. I flew on a United 550 and I was just like amazed. It's like every seat is like business class room. Gotta try Zins? Nah, man, I don't need that shit, dude. I don't need it. I'm sorry, I don't need that stuff. I forgot there was a 13-year-old. I don't need that stuff. The 145 is terrible. I've never flown on a 145, actually, believe it or not. I've never flown. The smallest one I've been on was a 170, and I actually don't mind those. I like the 170 and the 175s. I don't mind them at all. I would prefer to be on a 170 or 175 than an RJ. I feel there's more room. An RJ is very small and confined. I have to duck going through the door of an RJ. I don't have to do that going out of a 170 or 175. What was your very first flight? I was too young to remember, Mr. Holder. A lot of flights down to Disneyland when I was younger. My great-grandparents and my grandparents both owned property in Florida growing up. So lots of trips down to Tampa and Orlando. I don't remember. The first one that I can remember was probably a Q400. That's why I love that airplane. Hey, Gap, sorry to disturb you. Here's a quick question. When I downloaded the frame gen, it didn't work. You're probably going to have to watch a tutorial on how to install it correctly, Arad. I believe Dan also made a tutorial on the Discord. Dan, if you're here, what's the link? What's the command for your how-to? Is it how-to frames or something? I can't remember. Hey, Gab, you flown on a 320, 321 Neo. I've flown on a 320 Neo. Have I? No, I don't think I have, actually. I don't think I have been on a Neo, a 320 or 321 Neo. Been on lots of 320s and 321s, but... Is the performance good at any builds Heathrow? Haven't flown in yet in 2024. It's on the list. I mean, honestly, I haven't had much problems running any scenery, especially after Sim Update 4. Everything's been pretty smooth, man. Flew Tulsa to ORD at a very back of a 145. Talk about cramped? Yeah, dude. How many passengers do those hold? Is it 45 passengers or less? Second joke of the day. Why did the barber win the race? He knew a shortcut. Nice. Okay, I don't see a top of drop in here. What is our first, like, real restriction? I don't think we have any. I think that's why it's being a little bit weird. There's, like, no restrictions. You just have to be at 8,000 for CMO. I don't think VNAV worked last time we flew into here either. Flying on a Max IRL is nice. Cough, owls, cough. What, he's never been on a Max? He wants to fly on a Max? Man, look at that scene out there. Holy sheesh. Those clouds look beautiful. You didn't get a top of descent either? Yeah, I think it's, I think if you, like, went through and you put, like, the, I don't know, it shows that, like, we should be descending after Shea. It's, like, right after Shea, you can see, like, down arrows. 280 knot restriction, 250, and then 8,000 at CMO. We'll be fine. 6 economy plus 44 regular, a 1x2 config. Damn, so there's 50 seats in a 145? It's kind of impressive, actually. That thing's so small. I've done the YWG to YVR flight. It was fun. Mountains are awesome. Yes. I mean, landing into Vancouver would be badass. Did you ever get an option to base out of Vancouver, SimCFI? Was that ever an option for you? I feel like that'd be cool, man. Base out of Vancouver? I guess almost... Well, no. I guess not. There's still a ton of legs that you'd be doing, but... Does the RJ update make it fully compatible with 24, or is it just still a 20 port over? I think it's fully compatible, Joe. I'm pretty sure. Like, it has its own separate install. It's not just like a copy your, you know, 2020 plane over. It's its full own install. Doesn't mean they're big seats, just seats. True, but I was kind of surprised. 50 seats in a 145. Have not flown on a Mad Dog or a Caravel. No. Beirut, what's up, my friend? Welcome back. I've installed 2024 and it gives me better performance than 2020 with my i5 12th gen and an RTX 5060 Ti. I believe that. Yeah, I mean, it's so much better optimized. 2024 is so much better optimized that I don't doubt that for a second. Really want to get on a 717 before they retire? I'm surprised Delta doesn't send one up to you down from like Minneapolis or something. Do you like Ottawa International? It's an okay airport. It's getting better and better. In terms of screen tear, I saw some videos that show the opposite, but from my experience, it's really enjoying it. Yep, good stuff. Ottawa International is your home airport. That's my local airport as well. CYOW. That's where I live. YOW. Bought the CRJ from the 2020 marketplace when it first came out. That's probably a mistake, but I didn't know any better. Where did you buy it? I actually got sent a review copy by Aerosoft back when this released for 2020. So I have it through the Aerosoft 1 launcher, which is probably the worst launcher I've ever seen in my life. Right on par with Aerosoft products. From Edmonton. Have to say hi to Mr. Barry for me. You and Mr. Barry are up in Edmonton, Chuck. Was lucky enough to fly on a Delta MD-80 back YYZ before they retired them. Had the engine seat also. Damn. Those JT8Ds, man. G to put DX12 on? Yes. DX12 needs to be on in the sim. And you have to enable GPU accelerated hardware in the Windows settings as well. You've been having Wasm crashes in 24 with your 20 marketplace downloads? Interesting. I can't remember the last time we had a Wasm crash. I'm going to knock on wood right now. I feel like it's been a long time. Oh, just with the RJ. Weird. Yeah, like in the Aerosoft 1 launcher, Joe, there's like a complete separate. There's like a 2020 install and a 2024 install. I don't know if the planes are the same version. I'm sure they are, but yeah. Am I in Sim Update 4 beta? No, I didn't really see a purpose in Sim Update 4 beta. For me, at least, I'm loving the way that Sim Update 3 is running. I don't know. Sim Update 4 seems to have broke a lot of stuff, especially third party. I gotta be honest too, I'm not too big of a fan jumping into the early betas. I find the early Sim Update betas tend to have quite a bit of bugs that need to get ironed out. That's why it usually takes them a good like month or two to release an actual update. So if I do jump into a beta, it's usually towards the end of a beta, if that makes sense. Might have to bite the bullet again and buy the CRJ. Nah, don't do that, Joe. Don't do that. Go poke around on the Aerosoft forums, Joe. I'm sure you're probably not the only person that's having this issue. Go poke around on the the Aerosoft forum. See if anybody can help you out over there. If there's something specific that you have to do. No. I wouldn't buy it again. Aerosoft doesn't deserve your money twice, if I'm being completely honest. Flying Engineer, what's up, mate? Good to see you, dude. ACAP just started flying the 7.3 Max, and I'm not able to figure out how to move around the cursor in the cockpit, as it's not the same as all the other aircraft where I can move switch both sides. Any help? Close the sim, open up the iFly desktop app, not the plugin, the actual like iFly installer, I forget what it's called, and then choose the interaction system. You can choose how the airplane and cockpit interacts, and you probably want it on, I can't remember what it is, I think it's like Legacy or Microsoft Default or something, but you can change all that. You just have to be out of the sim. Still can't figure out the problem with the RJ in 2024. Did a flight in 2020 with it and it worked fine. What problems are you having, Vation? Is the 900 1000 available in 24 yet? Last time I checked, it said unavailable or something like that. I have all the variants, Steven. I have the 550, the 7, the 9, the 1. One is top of descent. Very soon. We're not getting one. I think because of the way that the star is, but we're going to start soon. Sometime after Shea, we'll start the descent. Probably like Camaro. To be above 24,000 at Camaro. So. How is there 2 Stevens? Are you flying out of Utah? No. No. This is a flight sim channel, man. Obviously the events that have taken place are very sad, but it is a flight sim channel. We don't need to get political in any which way or another, my friend. Any which way or another. The plane isn't saving any options in the EFB. My hardware isn't working, etc. It's glitched. Huh. Al's got bad karma when he streamed the FedEx MD-11 ops over the summer. Someone stole his call sign. One more thing, my autopilot mode never activates. Any idea what it could be? Your approach mode? Try and arm it before like your glide slope. Obviously, you've got your ILS frequency set up, right? Your ILS frequency is in your nav 1 and you've got your course set and all that fun stuff. Here's our turn at Shea. Curious Cap, why did you settle with YouTube instead of Twitch? When I first started streaming, there was really no flight sim streamer that was on YouTube. Every flight sim streamer was on Twitch. And I said to myself, it's probably going to be very difficult to start to get recognized on Twitch when you have Matt Davies and Chewy and all the other guys that were streaming at the time. They all had hundreds and hundreds of people watching them. I said, there's no way I'm going to be able to like stand out and make a name for myself with all these guys streaming on the platform. So I looked at YouTube, and on YouTube, there was really only like one person that was like streaming flight sim, and it was Catstrader. And I used to watch he used to do the Friday night fly-ins on Pilot Edge and stuff, and back in the day when Pilot Edge was bumping. So I decided to do YouTube. I also loved the idea of every stream became a VOD, so that if someone was a fan of the channel, they could always just go back and watch the stream. I know that you can do that on Twitch now, but it really wasn't a thing back in the day. Twitch VODs were, they were kind of few and in between. I even think now, like Twitch VODs, I don't think you can keep your whole stream category up. I think it only saves like a couple of your past streams or whatever. As far as I'm aware. But yeah. Alexander, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Just completed Vancouver to Halifax. Flown to flight level 410 in the 777. Damn. It's a long flight, dude. 5 hours with a nice tailwind, though. At least you were going eastbound. Sklit, what's up, man? Been a minute. Hope you're well, dude.
Harry Schneider asked me, why do boomers jam two big suitcases in CRJ overhead bins? Well, because those overstuffed coffin dodgers think every plane is a time capsule for their useless crap. They shove their massive baggage like they're auditioning for a luggage Tetris tournament, oblivious to the laws of physics. Dumb as jock straps on a nun.
I haven't heard that one before. That was a good one. Very cool. Awesome, love that. Fairly new here. Love the community you've built. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, buddy. Montreal Center requests me to do flight level 410. Nice. Getting you up and above all the traffic. All right. We said descent was down to 8,000, right? Yes. We need to be at CMO at 8,230 knots. So let's bug up 8,000. I'm almost positive if I hit VNAV, it's not going to do anything. No. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go vertical speed, and we're going to descend at 1,800 feet per minute. Nice little shallow descent. We'll pull the power back. Very good. And that looks good to me, friends. And we'll arc out. Now, we will have to slow down as we go, but we'll do our best to maintain 280 knots. I'm actually going to flip this over right now so that we maintain 280 on the descent. Perfect. No level change? Nah, there's only speed hold. We could do a speed hold descent, but I find it's always a little bit of a pain in the ass. You're constantly... I feel like it's easier to just set your throttle now. Let it do its thing. So AMD FSR2, that's what I'm using, correct. Yeah, I'm not even using FrameGen. I was going to say, Arad, like if you're using Microsoft 2024, you can just use the FSR3. Or FSR2, whatever it is. Ian, nice. What is my most flown route? I don't know. Good question. Is there a way to check that? Like, I wonder on SimBrief, is there a way to check your most flown routes? Here's my stats for, here's my stats I don't know if we can check like our most flown routes. Pretty cool. In the last 30 days, we've flown 8 airframes, 8 different airframes. It shows our current flight. Show more flights. I don't think there's a way to see it, to be honest with you. No, I don't think there's a way, unfortunately. Benjamin, my man, 1 month. Good to see you, dude. Huge no floaties to you, my man. Thank you, buddy. Maybe on SimToolkit Pro, if you use that because it doesn't track your flights. Yeah, SimToolkit Pro might do it. You're right. Might be on there somewhere. Okay, everything looks good upstairs. Let's arm these 2 guys. Very good. What's the weather doing? Did we get an update on the weather? An hour and 2 minutes ago. Winds are 140 at 6. Nice, basically down the runway. 30-12 on the QNH. Scattered at 25, 24 degrees. Beautiful evening. ILS frequency on 1-2 left will be 110.7. I'll plug that in now. 1107. Good. Watch my speed a little bit here. How are we looking on the descent now? Yeah, okay, we're looking good. So we have 280 knot restriction coming up here. So we're actually going to pull the power back completely. Get our speed back to 280 knots. Volanta tracks them and shows you that pretty much the only reason I use it. Got you. Yeah, I'd be curious to see, like, over all these years, do I have, like, a most flown route or something? I'm sure it would probably be in or out of Toronto. If I was a betting man. Seatbelt signs are on. Coming through 26,000 feet now. Descending nicely. There's our speed of 280 knots. So we'll increase the power a little bit. Help maintain that speed. Very good. We need to be above 22, which we hit, so that's good. And then, of course, we'll have a big slowdown 250 up ahead as well. So if we look at the chart for our arrival, Muscle 3, we've got 280, 280, and then 250 at 10, obviously. At Woodbury. Loon. All right. Very good. Look at that sunset. It's been beautiful the whole flight. Oh, look at that. We picked up a VNAV path. All right, well, shit, let's throw it onto VNAV. VNAV? Path. VNAV. All right. Let's see how she goes. Maybe it just didn't like the initial descent. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see if it stays that way. Alt-selected VNAV. Perfect. Does it get pissy when the VNAV, if there's a discon in the FMC? Depends. No, usually it actually does a pretty good job with that. So we do all kinds of like vectored and stuff. Vectored discounts. Did you get some drone strike with a Hellfire missile that hit a UFO and bounced off of it? I did not. No. Off the coast of Yemen last October? Oh, God, no, dude. Was that the last time you were here? I don't know. I don't remember any of that. I do not at all. It actually looks like we're pretty good with SEMO right now. On the... Well, okay, never mind. We're on profile. Never mind. I was going to say, we're descending nicely. That's because we're on VNAV now. I forgot. So what we're going to do, chat, is we're going to, after SEMO, we'll descend, and we'll pick up, we need to be at Hamel for 4,000. So if we look at our flight plan and we zoom in, we've got SEMO, we'll descend to 4,000, and then we'll rate our vector ourselves, just like that. Very nice. Hamel for 4,000, we'll probably plug in 3 for Washi, right? I'm assuming that's what it is, 3,000 at Washi? Yeah, 3,000 at Washi to intercept. Perfect. Evening stretch kicking in just a tad. Just a tad. Hey, but a pretty smooth flight. Few little bumps here from some clear air turbulence, but pretty good. Pretty damn good. Less than a month for the release of Battlefield 6. Ooh, baby. I'm ready to become a degenerate. It's been a very long time since I've been a degenerate for a first-person shooter game. Let me tell you. I am ready. I am ready, good sir. 3012 was our QNH. 3012. We'll set that now. 3012. Very good. That is in. And our Barrow minimums, that's the one thing we didn't plug in. 1040 is what we'll plug in for that. We'll jump back down here. We're going to flip this guy to MDA. And then we'll flip this to 1040. That'll be our minimums. 1040. Very good. 1040 is in. Very nice. Ed, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Bring this down here like that. Very good. Next speed restriction, what do we have? It's 250 coming up. So we'll start bugging our speed down. 250. Perfect. Make sure we're hitting our restrictions. Hey, Gap, and having some trouble with screen tearing. Running RTX 4070 on one monitor. Was 3 until it got bad. I think I might beam the monitor, being that it's a simple HD, not 4K. Yeah, anything with 60 hertz, you're probably gonna have some screen tearing. Your best bet would be to get a monitor that's at least 120 hertz, if not 144, 165. Those are the sweet spots, 144, 165. That should resolve your screen tearing issues. Basically what's going on is you're getting more frames than your monitor can handle, so it's causing screen tearing. Yeah, correct. Correct, Matt. It was a nice, love a nice relaxing Thursday evening stream. Good to see you, Matthew. Welcome back, man. Alright, speed has rolled back nicely. We're now at 260 knots. We've got above 11,000 at Loon, which we're good. And then we have Woodbury for 250 at 10. Or above 10. And then I believe it's SEMO at 230 knots. Is it SEMO 230? Yes. Perfect. Very good. Is the speed on top ground speed? I believe it's true airspeed. It might be ground speed, but I believe it's the true airspeed. It shows true airspeed, not ground speed or indicated airspeed. Unfortunately, there's no option. It's your true airspeed, which I think is actually what's valued. Like, that's the value that you see when you're like sitting in the airplane. They show you like how fast you're going and stuff. I think that's what they show you most of the time. Hey, thank you, Matt. I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for being here, man. I always say it, dude. Without you guys here watching and hanging out, it's just not possible, so... Right back at you, good sir. Alright, there's our speed restriction, 250. We're looking real good. Increase the power just ever so slightly on those engines. Now we're about to drop through 12,000 feet. Love the jazz. Dude, we're rocking the jazz while flying the jazz. Sheesh. Jazz on jazz action tonight, chat. Love it. Absolutely love it. A good looking airplane. What ops are for Saturday? I'm not sure, Alexander, right now. Even if there is going to be a stream on Saturday, I've got a very busy Saturday. I'd like to go live, but if we do go live, it's going to be a pretty short flight on Saturday afternoon. Alright, chat, and with that, we're actually going to pause the music. That was a perfect way to end it. We'll get the sim sounds back up and get prepped here for our arrival. We're just coming through 11,000 feet now. So it's a perfect time to get everything kind of set up and ready to go. 230 knots is our next speed restriction, so we'll look to add that in now, 230. We are approaching 10,000 feet, so we'll get our landing lights and all that fun stuff on as well. We'll do that now. Boom, boom, boom. Very good. Gonna miss the Saturday stream doing the last of the painting on the house. That's okay, man. It's like I said, I've got a big family barbecue out at my farm. So I will... like I said, I'll try my best to get a stream in Saturday afternoon, but I'm just not sure. DTW, PLN, Real World, Delta, nice short flight on an RJ. I believe Orbex has scenery for Pelston. Pelston? Where the hell is Pelston, Craig? No. If we did a stream on Saturday, it would have to be one single flight. There would be no time for a turn and burn. Unfortunately, no time. In upstate Michigan? Interesting. We got to go back to Milwaukee soon, too. YYZ to YUL is very short. It is, yeah. But we already did one jazz. We'll see. We'll see, man. We will see how she goes. All right, 230 speed restriction. You heard the altitude horn, which means we're coming up through 8,000 feet now. I'm going to continue the descent down to 4,000 feet. I'm curious how the aircraft is going to do this. We may have to switch to vertical speed. We'll have to see. But 230 knots is the restriction here at CMO for 8,000, which we're good. I think the aircraft is going to level off. We'll have to wait and see. Dot CTAF. Oops. Dot CTAF. KMSP. It's 26.7 on the CTAF frequency. All right, so there it is. It's leveling at 8,000. So we're going to go vertical speed, and we're going to descend. Oops, I need to tick you off, then go vertical speed, and descend you at about 1,000 feet per minute. Should be good. Keep our restriction in there. That's good there. 1,000 feet per minute. Perfect. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to flip us over to heading track now. Heading track. Good. I'm going to flip our nav source over to localizer 1. What is our course? Is it 121? 121 1107. 1107 121. Perfect. All right, cool. So we'll keep on descending here like this. And we'll get ready to rock and roll. No, I'm not seeing any ATC, so 26.7 for us will be Unicom. We'll flip over to that now. And I'm going to verify the traffic. Put you off and you on now. Okay, so that looks good. He's on final now, so perfect. Great separation, no issues. Couple aircraft behind us as well coming in. Wow, we're good. We are money, chat. Money, money, money. Could you always eat a Thunder Bay? I doubt there's scenery. I'm not sure. Family barbecue's going to be fun. It most definitely will be, good sir. Yes, it will. What do you usually do at top of descent? I set my altitude to 2,500. Well, it depends, Matt. I always check the charts. So, for example, on this chart, we had a restriction at 8,000 feet. So I set 8,000 feet. From 8,000 feet, once I reach that restriction, I usually switch over to the ILS chart. And I can see here that we need 4,000 at Hamel. So what I'm doing now is I'm basically flying us out to Hamel, and then we're going to radar vector ourselves in. And that should be, with our current descent rate right now, we should be pretty close to it. I'm actually going to descend just a little bit more, 1,200 feet per minute. Are you the grill master? I am, yeah. Luckily, it's nothing too hard. Burgers, sausages, and hot dogs. And some grilled veggies. You can't fuck that up. If you fuck that up, you should not own a grill. Right, chat? That's what I'm saying. All right, we're currently on a heading of 300. We'll flip this over to 210. That'll be a nice 90-degree turn for us. 210 on the heading. Oh. Very good. 210 is in. Wonderful. Making the turn now. We're going to go idle.
Canada 118,
Did you ever wear an apron that says, "Tickle me, I'm the chef"? No, I leave that for Davis. That stays as a Davis shirt. All right, we are going to plug in 3,000 feet. That is our intercept altitude. I'm going to shallow out our descent a little bit here because we're making good progress. We'll go to about 800 feet per minute. I'm going to bug up my speed of 210 knots is what I'm looking for. Thank you, 210. Where'd you get the wild boar sausages from? From a butcher. A local butcher that's out by the farm. A local butcher. All right, we are 2.5 miles from. Looking real good right now, chat. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of a 45-degree angle here. So let's turn to a heading of We'll go 145 or something like that. Bring our cameras back online. Hello, Henry. All right, left turn. Let's give us, what did I say, 145? Should be a good intercept, or 155. We'll go 150 on the turn. That should be good. All right, there's the altitude horn. Very good. Beautiful views down there. 210 on the speed is looking good. Let's go ahead and arm approach. Where are you? Approach. Armed. Good. Should cap localizer. Yeah, it was a little bit late, but that could have been my fault. But it picked up the localizer. That's good. Now we're just waiting for glide slope. So what we'll do is we'll level this off at 500 feet per minute. We'll go speed check flaps 1. And we'll start rolling our speed back now to 180. Very good. Love landing in MSP. Ah, it's always nice, man. It's always nice. Perfect time to land as well, just as that sun is setting behind us. Too bad we're not landing into the sun. That would have been even nicer to look at. We've got the runway. Okay, we're kind of in between both runways, but we're trending towards this runway, so we're good there. We're waiting for our glide slope to capture. It should capture any second now. And what was our VAP speed this evening? 142 knots. Very good. All right, there's alt cap. Good. We should hit glide slope now. Glide slope should... There we go. Glide slope stars in. Wonderful. Matt, my man. Thank you for the support, dude. Appreciate you, buddy. $20 donation. Incredibly kind, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very kind, my friend. Very much appreciated, good sir. Speed check, flaps 8 degrees. We're on glide slope, we're on localizer. We're looking real good, friends. Let's bug up our final lap speed now, 142, good. And I would say we're on about a 5-mile final. Somewhere around there. There is 2,500, so gear down. Speed check, flaps 20 degrees. Scavenger, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. And we will go final flaps now. Flaps 40 degrees. Beautiful. Increase a little bit of power. Keep our speed in there. Good. All right, I'm going to kill that for a second. Get that on. I'm going to get our yoke cam on as well. Very good. Yoke cam's on. Cool. Sunglasses are coming off for a nice professional landing. All of our lights are on. We're looking good there. I'm going to start the recording of the replay. Recording. Beautiful. My airplane. Let's get it, friends. 1,000 feet. Perfect time to take control. Looking good. I want to stay on glide slope this time, please. I was a little bit messy this afternoon flying the 700. I feel that the 900 is actually, I might be biased, but I feel the 900 flies the best. I don't know if that's true or not. Don't hold me to that. But I do think the 900 flies the best. All right, sounds are up. I'm going to shut up. Enjoy, friends.
Minneapolis, Delta 9980 has the 30 miles to the south on the blue port to inbound to make a left to downwind for runway 12 west, Minneapolis, Delta.
Minneapolis traffic, Jazz 719, short final, 12 left, Minneapolis. Winds are blowing right down the runway.
300. Minimum 200.
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Beautiful. Nose down gently, reversers are out. decelerating. See what I mean about the landing rate? The landing rate is so bugged in this airplane. How are you going to tell me that was a 196? It barely even touched the ground. Reversers are out, decelerating. There's 70 knots, reversers are stowed. Beautiful. Onto the brakes. And we'll vacate here to the right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Minneapolis, Minnesota. I don't care what the landing rate says. That was an absolute greaser. That landing rate does not make sense in my comprehension skills, friends. Minneapolis traffic, Jazz 719, vacated runway 12 left, Minneapolis. Alrighty. Very pleased with that landing. Regardless of the landing rate. Very pleased with that one. G's is having issues. I've noticed in 2024, G's seems to be a little bit bugged. Hold on, we'll check Sim Toolkit Pro. Yeah, come on. Sim Toolkit Pro says a negative 114. Negative 114, 1.02 G. That makes more sense to the landing that I just watched. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what landing you just watched, but the landing that I just watched definitely felt more like a 114 than a what did it say? 196? Come on now. We have enough landings under our belts, chat, to know that that wasn't a 196. That's just factual evidence at this point. I don't like fighting the landing rates, but sometimes you gotta call baloney when you see baloney. Gate assignment today. I think we're going up into the Echo gates. Give me a second. Let me check, actually. We are going into... where are we going? Yes, we're going to Echo 3, I believe. Echo 3. Echo number 3. All right, good. GSX. What? You see how small that was? Echo 3. No. Unify. Good. All right, we're going up here. We're making our left onto Delta and then into the ramp at Echo Foxtrot. Upstairs, we'll spool up the APU. Good. And we will stop our replay as well. We've got the replay. The replay's not going to lie, chat. We've got the replay to watch. She won't lie. A GSX problem? That's impossible. GSX is out of date. Shocking. You're correct. Although I haven't updated my GSX in like 2 or 3 weeks. Because it's just been working. I haven't had any problems with it. Alright, next left here onto Delta. Very good. And then we're going in at Echo 3. EPU is on and available. Generators are already on. Very good. We can disarm you. That is good. Very nice, friends. Very, very nice. It's a good flight. It was a lot of fun, actually. I love this little sector, this little route. Hi, Henry. Doesn't matter if you update GSX every day, it'll still be out of date. Not wrong. Really not wrong. I've never had GSX work 100%. I mean, it works for me. I don't really have any complaints with it. It's just, yeah, the constant updates are insane. You almost need to, like, daily, like Mark was saying, like, daily you need to actively check to see if there's a GSX update, because there probably is one. What happened to using LRM? LRM just stopped working all of a sudden one day, and I could not get it to work. I don't know why it stopped working. There was really no answer. I could never figure out why it wasn't working. Never ever. I guess there's no taxi line here. It's just a straight up ramp. Go in the middle. I like it. GSX is just weird. It can be, for sure. Like I said, most of the time it works fine. Henry, can you go to your bed, buddy? Go to your bed. Good boy. Good boy. Need update like that on their ORD. Yes. We do need updates on some of their sceneries. I do agree with you there. Oh, there's a taxi line. I found one. Were you there the whole time? Nope, it just started right there. Okay, good. Echo 3 should be... Is this you? No, this is Echo 5. Echo 3 is this one. Echo 3. I see my marshaller waving at me. Taxi lights are off. Echo 3 is here. Very good. Another thing about the RJ, it's got to be the easiest airplane to taxi and pull into a stand. Beautiful scenery here. God, Flight Beam does incredible work. Are you taking me too far? Yeah, you definitely are. We're stopping right there. Park brake is on. Probably an out-of-date GSX profile. Engine number 1 is off. Engine number 2 is off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Listen to those spool downs. God, dude. Boris is such a magician with these sounds, man. Those low-end bass, the woo, 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 woo. If you ever sat in the back of one of these airplanes, you'll know that that is incredibly realistic. Let's request deboarding. Very good. We'll jump over to the aircraft, throw in the chocks. We'll open up all the doors. Good, 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 good. Everybody get off the plane. Everybody get your baggage and go home. Or, alternatively, if you have a connecting flight, thanks for flying Air Canada Jazz. Very jazzy. Very jazzy flight, my friends. Look at that beauty right there, chat. Look at that beauty. Behold the beauty of the RJ. She's a nice one. That shook my floor. I love it. Nice. It was. Yeah, it is a great flight. I thoroughly enjoy that one as well. The 380 is good in the sim. Is the 380 good? It's okay. It's definitely not my favorite airplane to fly, that's for sure. As a freeware airplane, I would say yes, it's fantastic. But we'll have to see from the outside perspective view to see the 196 landing rate. Yeah, we'll see. We're going to watch the replay here in a second, so we'll see exactly how it was. Jazz for hands. Jazz hands for jazz. Yes, sir. Jazz hands for jazz. All right, we'll close that. We don't need you. We'll close that. Beautiful. We'll jump over here. We'll close, not you. Oops, wrong one. We'll close you. Thank you. All right, cool, friends. Let's jump inside. Let's go ahead and restart all this shenanigans. Let's close all of these as well. Get all that fun stuff ready to go. Those should all be closed. Beautiful. We're going to remove the chocks. We're going to hold the brakes. I'm going to turn the park brake off. We're going to hold the brakes. And we're going to go over here, and we're going to go ready for taxi. Can I not? Ready for taxi? Why? Park brake on? Oh, I guess the park brake needs to be on. Ready for taxi. All right. We'll put the flaps all the way down full. Good. We'll make sure all of the lights are on that we had for replay. Good. Those are all good. And that is all set. We're just going to wait for the engines to spool up here. And we'll take a look at our replay, friends. I'm going to dial the time back ever so slightly, just so we can see it more like what it was like at landing time. What the hell? Okay, we'll go like right there. That should be good for landing. All right, wait for those engines to be stabilized, which I think they are. Very good. Cool. Let's watch the replay, shall we, friends? Let me hit this bad boy. We'll hit the replay tab. Good. We'll pause on that bad boy. We'll bring it like right about there. Resume it. Good. Jump outside. Let's get a nice little view and angle, shall we? Ooh, look at that. Downtown MSP off the nose. Very nice. All right, let's see it, chat. Moment of truth. Was it a smasher or was it a butter? Remember, the landing rate gave us a 197. Negative 197. So let's see if it was true or not. It didn't feel like a 197 from the flight deck. Now, like somebody mentioned, outside view is a whole different story. So let's see how she goes. Into the flare. Hold it. No. I'm going to say no. I don't know if I believe either one of those, actually. The runway was kind of sloping up. Maybe it was. Chat, what do we think? What do we think? Was that a 196 or was that a what did it say? 130 something? 120 something? I can't remember. 117? It's either a 197 or a 117. I feel like it's somewhere in between both of those numbers. I cut the power a little bit later than I wanted to. Nah, dude. That was smooth as hell, man. That was smooth as hell, chat. Nose down nice and gently as well. I don't know. I don't know. Looked pretty smooth to me, chat. Looked pretty smooth. I have been wrong before. Anyways, mods, donators, and sponsors, thank you guys all so much for everything that you do for the channel. Without you guys here, this just wouldn't be possible. I say it every stream, but I truly do mean it. You guys are the backbone. You guys are what makes this entire thing go around. And for that, I am forever grateful. So thank you guys so much for the support. I truly do appreciate you guys, man. Thank you, everybody else as well who cannot support using a monetary value, but supports the stream through smashing down the thumbs up button, flying with us on VATSIM, controlling with us on VATSIM. I want to thank you guys just as much. Thank you, everybody, for the continued support of this channel. I truly do appreciate you guys. As I stated, the plan right now, what we're going to do is we are going to hope to get a short stream in on Saturday afternoon. Don't be upset if there's nothing on Saturday. If there's nothing on Saturday, we'll definitely make it up on Sunday and Monday with some longer flights. Maybe we can do a day in the life of a regional pilot, just jumping between airports and airports and airports. Maybe we can do that on Saturday or something like that. So, no, I do agree. That was a great landing. I don't necessarily agree with the landing rate, but hey, the G rating is really all that matters. I think it said 1.10 G or something like that, but definitely felt smoother and looked smoother than a negative 197. You'll see here, beautiful flare into the transition, flared it even more, kind of flared, and then right there, flared it just before touchdown. Nah, I think that was a good one. I think if anything, it almost looks like one of the wheels kind of touched down before the other, and I'm wondering if that's why we get like that inflated landing rate, because you'll see just as it touches down, I kind of always have this problem with the CRJ. Watch how it touches down and then it kind of like snaps to one side. Watch. Ready? Look at the touchdown and then watch it kind of snap. See how like it like does this weird little... It always does that for me. I don't know if it's my yoke settings. I don't know if like I'm applying like a small amount of aileron or something like that, but I always have that issue landing the RJ. It never lands like flat the way that you would assume that it would land. It kind of always lands like a little bit of doo-doof, even with winds blowing right down the runway. You see, even there, like it kind of just wanted to tilt a little bit. It was a little bit wild. Anyways, good landing. We'll chalk that one up as a good one, chat. That was our first flight in the RJ 900 in a while. Very pleased with that one. Guys, enjoy the replays. Have yourselves a great Thursday evening. Have yourselves a great Friday. And before you know it, we will be live again, hopefully Saturday afternoon. And if not Saturday afternoon, we'll be live all day Sunday. Happy landings, my friends.